Hello, welcome back to another episode where we explore Reason 9.1. This time, let's take a look at the Thor Polysonic Synthesizer. If we add it to a blank project, it looks like this. If we click the Show Programmer button, we get to see the full UI of this thing. It's one of the more complicated instruments in Reason 9.1. And it's our goal to explore all of these knobs and switches to see what they do. So if we reset the device, let's get a quick rundown of what this thing is. And we turn off this stuff. We can see there's three oscillators, oscillator 1, 2, and 3. And there's three filters, filter 1, 2, and 3. And then there's a bunch of other components, a mixer, a shaper, an amplifier, a couple LFOs, LFO 1 here and LFO 2 here. And 4 envelopes, a filter, amplitude, module, a mod envelope, and a global envelope, and a couple effects, as well as a modulation bus and a step sequencer. So first, let's flip over to the manual, read about it a little bit, and then we'll try some various patches that are preset, and then we'll, in future episodes, we'll start exploring the oscillators and then the filters and all the rest of the components. So to go to the manual, the Thor is an advanced synthesizer with many unique features. The design could be described as semi-modular in that the oscillator and filter sections are open slots that allow the user to select between various different oscillators and filter types, each with a distinct character. And some of these designs were inspired by the selected vintage equipment. As a result, the Thor is capable of producing an astonishing array of sounds. While it offers a lot of scope for serious sound modeling, it has a basically simple and user-friendly interface. In the extensive modulation bus routing section, both audio and control signals CV coexist, and more or less any routing combination can be assigned. Use audio to modulate a CV value or vice versa. Thor's modulation capabilities are virtually limitless. Thor also features an advanced step sequencer, which can be used for creating melody lines or purely as a modulation source. There are also audio inputs on the back panel. By connecting the audio output of another device to these inputs, you can use Thor's filters envelopes to process sound, or you can use external audio to modulate a Thor parameter. And it expects you to know about subtractor synthesis and so on. So the Thor elements we looked at before, there's a control panel, which is the top bar. There is a main programmer panel, which is this piece right here. There's a modulation bus routing section, and then a step sequencer. So we'll look at each of those pieces in future episodes. But first, let's take a look through the patches. So if we turn on, so we have turned on browse patch mode. So let's take a listen to some of these patches. So if we double click, so you can see the UI changes. You can see all the different oscillators and the different filters it loads up, and a whole bunch of modulation bus routing information to create these effects. And I'll just kind of quickly run through some of them, not all of them, because there's a lot of them.
I am Thor. I am Thor.
It's pretty goofy. So the step sequencer can even be used for like percussion stuff. And then if we look at the rest of those are the mainline patch, those are the premier patches. These folders also have a whole bunch more patches. The signature patches has a bunch of patches by well-known artists, and then we have bass patches. I'm going to run through a few of them, not too many though. I think you get the idea there. There's a whole bunch of effects. As you can tell, the thing is pretty versatile. You can make it do a lot. Let's see, what else is there? Some leads. Let's see, pads. Percussion, a whole bunch of percussion types. Kind of get the idea there. Polysynths. The rhythmic section's kind of cool. So you get the idea. A whole bunch of different stuff sequenced. Textures. So it's a pretty versatile device. You can rig it up a lot of different ways. You can even do voices, which is pretty goofy. Mainly using this format filter. That's a pretty good look at it. And then there's also, of course, a back, so you can hit tab and get to the back of this thing. The back is not too complicated. We'll take a look at that in a future episode. All right, I think that's a good stopping point. Next time we'll take a look at the oscillators and then plow through the rest of the components. See ya.